Welcome to Wickleiner-Zulawski's Interviewing Tip, presented by the International Association of Interviewers. Hi, I'm Chris Norris, Director of Webinar Training, WZ Europe and International Training at Wickleiner-Zulawski & Associates. Today's tip that we'd like to talk about is the handling of objections. Objection is a form of a denial. There are two forms of denials that we deal with: the emphatic denial, I didn't do it, or the objection, which would be by definition a reason or excuse why they wouldn't or couldn't be involved. I couldn't do that because. I would never do that because. What we do with the objections is we want to draw the objection out. We want to hear what that excuse is. I go to church. My dad's a cop. I have money. I love working here. When we hear these objections, what it does is it gives us insight into the mindset of the subject and gives us an idea of how to overcome that resistance and that objection, and then work our subject over that obstacle to the truth and get to the truth. Ultimately, our response to these objections, though, is to agree with them. What we want you to think of when it comes to this objection is it tends to be a tactical move by the subject, because every time they said, I didn't do it, you had a counter for that. Therefore, they try something different. In addition to being a tactical move to come up with this excuse, is they're hoping that you'll argue with them regarding that excuse, whether or not they are a good person or their dad's a cop or they have money, etc. The idea here is we don't argue. We simply agree. Remember, nobody likes being labeled, particularly if they don't agree with that label. So simply agreeing with, I've heard that about you. Hey, that's great. I'm glad you said that. Well, that tells me a lot about you. In fact, that answers a couple questions I had that we needed to cover in today's conversation. Simply agreeing, acknowledging, making them feel good about the objection that they just offered you, that reason or excuse, allows us to get into the head of the subject, counter their offensive move, and then work ourselves back into a rationalization that's much more appropriate to them based upon the objection that they had just revealed. Thanks for tuning in to today's IAI interview tip. We'll see you soon on another tip. Take care and keep well. Bye.
For more information or to register for a seminar today, visit us online at w-z.com or call us at 800-222-7789.